Snow is on the window frame tonight. The fire crackles in its amber light. I've wrapped a blanket around my reading chair, and old jazz fills the cold December air. The trumpet sounds like steam from somewhere warm, a melody to ride above the storm. The piano drops like embers, slow and red, and winter jazz is everything I've said. Old jazz warms the coldest winter night, like a fire burning soft and bright. Every note is heat against the cold, every song a story to be told. Old jazz, let me wrap inside your sound. Let the winter weather wrap around. The warmth that only music can provide. On a cold night, jazz is where I hide. The wind outside picks up along the street and sends the snow in spirals and in sleet. But in this room with jazz upon the air, there is no cold that music cannot bear. I think of all the winter nights before, when jazz was playing right outside my door, and how each winter brought its vintage sound, and how the music always kept me found. Old jazz warms the coldest winter night, like a fire burning soft and bright. Every note is heat against the cold, every song a story to be told. They say the summers when the music blooms, but jazz was always made for firelit rooms. In the middle of the deepest winter cold, when all the summer stories have been told, the jazz comes back with something that it knows. That warmth is music when the cold wind blows. So pull your chair in closer to the flame, and let the winter jazz play on again. The snow has stopped and everything is white, a quiet beauty underneath the night. The jazz plays on, the fire settles low, and I am here in all this winter glow. Tomorrow there'll be cold and work to do, but tonight the jazz is made. The winter knew a perfect evening, winter and its song, in a warm room where I have always belonged. Old jazz on a cold winter night, the fire and the music burning bright. Let the winter have its snow and cold. I have jazz, and I'm not growing old. Morning light slides across the window pane, silver spoons and porcelain in the rain. A waiter moves as if he knows the tune. The city wakes beneath a pale blue noon. There's a hush between the cups and chairs, a little dream suspended in the air. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. A lady reads a letter by the wall. Two friends exchange a laugh, quiet and small. The pastry case shines under amber light, and every face looks softer, warm and bright. The marble tables keep 1,000 tales, a whispered names and winter-coated trails. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Brunette like smoke above the room, a violin dissolving all the gloom. Outside the street is damp with gentle grace. Inside the hour lingers in this place. A clock above the mirror marks the day, but nobody is rushing far away. The pages turn, the little teaspoons chime, and every note is honeyed, slow and fine. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Good night to streets of stone and cafe light. Good night to all who linger through the night. In old Vienna, where the hours softly flow, the jazz remembers all we used to know.
The day had been the kind of heavy day where every minute felt like too much weight. But then the record dropped upon the floor, and all of that changed everything once more. The piano kicked the worry down the stairs. The trumpet called and nobody despaired. The bass swung in and suddenly the room was nothing like before, there was no gloom. When jazz plays, the heart forgets its worries. When jazz plays, life is never in a hurry. Every note dissolves the weight of care. Jazz is putting music in the air. When jazz plays, everything is lighter. When jazz plays, every color's brighter. You can't stay sad when the trumpet swings. Jazz is everything the good life brings. A friend came over looking just as great as I had been at the beginning of the day. I put the record on and watched their face transform from worry into something graced. Because the jazz knows what the heart requires. It lights exactly all the needed fires of joy and ease and something like relief. When jazz plays on, there's no room for grief. When jazz plays, the heart forgets its worries. When jazz plays, life is never in a hurry. Every note dissolves the weight of care. Jazz is putting music in the air. I've had the kind of days that nothing fixed. No remedy, no rest, no benefit mixed. And then the record turned and jazz came in, and I remembered what it means to grin. What it means to let your shoulders drop, to close your eyes and let the worrying stop, to feel the beat move through you like a friend, to know that jazz will help the hard days end. So if you're having one of those hard days when nothing seems to lift you from the haze, go find your favorite jazz record old. Let the music turn the day from gray to gold. Because the musicians played through hard times too, and somehow made the music ring so true, that every note contains a kind of courage to face the day and not be discouraged. When jazz plays, the heart forgets its worries. When jazz plays, life is not in a hurry. Put the record on and let it play. Jazz will carry all the weight away. The last chair scrapes across the tile floor. The bartender turns off the light above the bar. But still the pianist plays one final song for those of us who don't know where we belong. The trumpet wraps itself around the dark. leaves its fingerprints on every heart. A glass half full of something cold and still, and jazz that runs the night against its will. Late night jazz, when the cafe closes. Late night jazz, when the music slows, when there's nowhere left for anyone to go, and the final notes burn low. Late night jazz, just the music staying. Late night jazz on the upright bass swaying. When the world outside has fallen fast asleep, and the jazz is mine to keep. The pianist plays like no one's in the room, and fills the emptied cafe with his tune. I lean my head against the marble wall and let the music take me through it all. The candle stub still flickers on the bar. The city's quiet, not a single car. Just trumpet, bass, and piano in the black, and me with no desire to go back. Late night jazz, when the cafe closes. Late night jazz, when the music slows, when there's nowhere left for anyone to go, and the final notes burn low. These are the hours no one talks about, when jazz becomes the only thing without a definition, reason, or a name. Just sound and darkness, and they're both the same. No one's watching, no one's counting time. The pianist and I are in our prime, at 3 o'clock in some forgotten year, when jazz was everything and nothing else was here. The music finally stops with one last chord that hangs in there and can't afford to let the silence be the final word, the most beautiful thing you've ever heard. The pianist rises, buttons up his coat. I stay a little longer with the last note. The candle burns its final inch of wax, and I prepare myself to face the facts that morning comes and music goes to sleep. But in my chest, these songs are mine to keep. Late night jazz, the cafe's closing. Late night jazz, the music's going, but somewhere in the dark it still plays on, long after even the very last song.
She came to the classroom at 7 before anyone arrived, and wrote a name on every desk for every child that thrived. She'd studied each one carefully in the first September week, and knew what was inside them that the curriculum would miss. A boy who couldn't read the board but drew like no one's business. A girl who was invisible but kept the whole class's fitness. She made the boy the artist of the quarterly display, and the girl the quiet leader of the Tuesday word of day. She spent her life finding what nobody else could see, the gift inside the difficult, the talent in the free. The school teacher who knew every student's private star, left every child in 40 years exactly where they are. She said the hardest ones to reach are never really far. They're just waiting for the teacher who believes in who they are. The student who destroys the class is asking to be found by someone patient enough to hear the music in the sound. She taught for 42 years and retired without a fuss, but the name she called on in the morning still remember us. A generation of people in the city and the world who carry something seen in them that was carefully unfurled. She spent her life finding what nobody else could see, the gift inside the difficult, the talent in the free. The school teacher who knew every student's private star, left every child in 40 years exactly where they are. Find one thing in a person that they haven't found themselves. The school teacher knew the gift is always on the highest shelf.
You spread apricot on morning bread, sunlight on your fingertips instead, and somehow that one amber line made the whole table look divine. The jars were glowing on the shelf, the room contented with itself. A quiet little world of taste, where nothing beautiful went to waste. The radio hummed, the silver shone, the spring air slipped through half-open doors, and with one laugh you gave the day a richer, sweeter sort of grace. Apricot Jam Serenade, softest little song ever made. Brews in bloom and coffee near gathered here. Apricot Jam Serenade, golden and slow and unafraid. If love is humble, kind and small, then maybe this is love after all. A child skipped by with ribbon shoes. A florist shook the morning dew. The clarinet behind the bar seemed to know exactly where we are. You lifted up your porcelain cup. The steam came dancing slowly up. And all at once the whole old place turned bright with calm around your face. No ballroom needed, no parade, just butter, bloom and little shade. And one old city gently dressed in all the colors you wore best. Apricot Jam Serenade, softest little song ever made. Brews in bloom and coffee near, everything lovely gathered here. Apricot Jam Serenade, golden and slow and unafraid. If love is humble, kind and small, then maybe this is love after all. I used to think that love arrived with louder steps and grander signs, but now I know it sometimes sings through teaspoons and through simple things, through vibraphone and market rain, through sugar white and window pane, through one sweet table by the street, where spring and morning softly meet. Apricot Jam Serenade, softest little song ever made. Brews in bloom and coffee near, everything lovely gathered here. Apricot Jam Serenade, golden and slow and unafraid. If love is humble, kind and small, then maybe this is love after all. And long after the plates were cleared, that gentle sweetness stayed right here, a golden note that never strayed. My apricot jam serenade.
At the end of a 9-hour shift, she takes her shoes off slow. Beneath the counter in a corner that the customers don't know. Her feet have walked 1,000 miles from table 4 to 3, and every step was carrying more than coffee and pastry. She heard about a birth today from table 6 at noon, and table 2 was grieving someone lost too soon. nodded at the right parts and refilled without a word. balancing of the tray. She carries all the fragments of a dozen different days. The waitress at the end of her shift is more than what you see. She's holding up the architecture of your cafe memory. The manager once told her that she should smile a little more. She smiled a smile she saves for things she's heard before. Her smile is not a uniform, it comes from somewhere real, from genuinely caring what the tables choose to feel. She leaves with tips enough to take the long bus home, and on the ride she's one more woman, beautifully alone. With all the conversations and the mornings and the years, and probably a song inside she's carried through the years. She carries more than orders in the balancing of the tray. She carries all the fragments of a dozen different days. The waitress at the end of her shift is more than what you see. She's holding up the architecture of your cafe memory. Thank the waitress at the end of every shift you make. She's carrying a little of the world on what she takes. The shutters bloom in painted blue. The street wakes up in shades of dew. And by the water door once more, the morning lays its silk on shore. There's a postcard by your plate, with a stamp worn down by fate. Little corners bent and pale, like a half-remembered tale. The waiter hums a lazy tune, silver spoons against the spoon, and the old canal begins to shine as church bells gather into time. Steam curls softly through the air, like a secret light as prayer. And the city, half awake, leans beside the coffee break. Leave me postcards by the water door, little pieces of the days before. Write my name in morning blue on the streets that led me back to you. While the jazz rolls slow and low, and the patient river starts to glow, leave me postcards by the water door, so I can love this hour a little more. Bicycles along the quay pass like lines of poetry. Someone laughs beyond the pain, and the sun comes through again. You adjust your velvet glove like a gesture taught by love. Nothing hurried, nothing loud, just two hearts beneath a waking cloud. In the clink of every cup, there's a dream still filling up. In the butter, in the bread, in the golden things unsaid. Leave me postcards by the water door, little pieces of the days before. Write my name in morning blue on the streets that led me back to you. While the jazz rolls slow and low, and the patient river starts to glow, leave me postcards by the water door, so I can love this hour a little more. If the years should drift away like café smoke in silver gray, I will keep this tender scene pressed inside my memory. Your reflection in the glass, a smiling tram about to pass, and lion dressed in Sunday light, turning every stone to bright. Now the flowers on the sill hold the room in amber still, and the radio from near the bar sounds like someone's distant star. I could stay till noon is high, watching swallows seam the sky, for all the world feels kind and true in this bright old hour with you. Leave me postcards by the water door, little pieces of the days before. Keep this springtime folded neat, like soft footsteps on a cobbled street. Let the jazz roll slow and low, let the narrow river keep its glow. Leave me postcards by the water door, so I can find this morning evermore. One more look, one gentle smile, let the clock forget a while, and the postcard by your hand turns the cafe into land. Golden spoon serenade, dancing in my coffee cup. Morning wears a velvet ribbon as the sleepy town wakes up. A little clink, a little shimmer, a little laugh behind the bar, and suddenly the day feels closer than the lonely nights once are. Golden spoon serenade, play your tiny tune for me in this old canal-side cafe, where the heart learns how to be, not in sorrow, not in haste, but in cream and sugared grace. Golden spoon serenade, put a smile upon my face. You can keep your grand cathedrals and your palaces of stone, I would rather have this corner where I never feel alone. One white rose in narrow glass, one silk scarf on a chair, one old song with brass and brushes and kind sunlight everywhere. Golden Spoon Serenade, play your tiny tune for me in this old canal-side cafe, where the heart learns how to be, not in sorrow, not in haste, but in cream and sugared grace. Golden Spoon Serenade, put a smile upon my face. There is music in small things, in the way the kettle sings, in a bicycle rolling past, in a moment made to last, in the steam and in the shine, in the church bell striking 9. What a lovely way to start, with a spoon and an open heart. Golden Spoon Serenade, stay until the morning's through, till the canal turns full of glitter and the sky becomes more blue. In a life that runs too fast, you remind me softness last. Golden Spoon Serenade, you make simple pleasures fast. A clink of light, a silver trace, a little song in a little place, and all the world seems newly made by a Golden Spoon Serenade.
He mixes paints the color of ambition and old gold, and climbs the ladder with a brush and everything he's told. A new store needs a sign, and he's the man the town employs to give the new beginning its particular noise. He painted Kowalski's meats in burgundy and cream, and Miller's hardware in a blue that matches someone's dream. Each letter has a serif that he carves into the wood, because a sign says who you are, and who you are is good. He gave the town its voice in gold and red and pine, one letter at a time along the 40-year skyline. The painter of store signs on Main Street left his mark in every shopfront name that shines against the dark. He said the hardest letter in the English is the S, because it has to feel both proud and also dispossessed. A letter that goes two directions simultaneously, like any good ambition in a town of history. When he retired, the town held a ceremony in the square and pointed to the 20 years of signage everywhere. He looked around and said, I didn't build the town, you know. I just told the town what name it wanted the world to know. He gave the town its voice in gold and red and pine, one letter at a time along the 40-year skyline. The painter of store signs on Main Street left his mark in every shopfront name that shines against the dark. Paint the letters carefully, give every name its weight. A sign above a door is how the world meets what's great.
Morning light slides across the window pane, silver spoons and porcelain in the rain. A waiter moves as if he knows the tune. The city wakes beneath a pale blue noon. There's a hush between the cups and chairs, a little dream suspended in the air. In old Vienna where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. A lady reads a letter by the wall. Two friends exchange a laugh, quiet and small. The pastry case shines under amber light, and every face looks softer, warm and bright. The marble tables keep 1,000 tales of whispered names and winter-coated trails. In old Vienna where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Clarinet like smoke above the room, a violin dissolving all the gloom. Outside the street is damp with gentle grace, inside the hour lingers in this place. A clock above the mirror marks the day, but nobody is rushing far away. The pages turn, the little teaspoons chime, and every note is honeyed slow and fine. In old Vienna where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Good night to streets of stone and cafe light. Good night to all who linger through the night. In old Vienna where the hours softly flow, the jazz remembers all we used to know.
There's a cafe in the library where November comes to stay, where the smell of old editions meets the coffee of the day. The bookshelves press the walls close and the ceilings feel like thought, and everyone inside is reading something somebody sought. The catalog is handwritten in a script from long ago, each entry like a love note to a book you ought to know. The librarian serves coffee with a discretion born of years. She never interrupts the silence, even at its tears. Books and coffee and the end of things is November's art. The old library cafe holds the year against its heart. The smell of aged paper and the warmth of something brewed is the closest thing to wisdom and an honest attitude. I found a margin note inside a novel from the stacks, a sentence underlined twice with a comment that attacks the happy ending, calling it a cowardice of sorts, written by someone decades gone in burgundy and thoughts. The cafe closes in November at an early uncertain dusk, and all the books go back to dark and all the day to husk. But something of the afternoon stays pressed inside the shelf, like a flower in a novel, like a reader finding themselves. Books and coffee and the end of things is November's art. The old library cafe holds the year against its heart. The smell of aged paper and the warmth of something brewed is the closest thing to wisdom in an honest attitude. Close November, gently put the books back in their row. The library cafe will be here when the winter comes to grow.
The morning opens like a quiet hand. The coffee's brewing, today feels unplanned. A vinyl record spins beside the stove. An old jazz fills the room like summer coves. The sun comes in through curtains made of lace and casts a soft gold light across my face. The piano wakes me better than the clock, and morning jazz undoes the morning lock. Fresh coffee, old jazz, brand new day. Let everything but music drift away. A quiet morning, all to myself. My favorite record taken off the shelf. Fresh coffee, old jazz, warm and slow. The morning has a rhythm that I know. Every perfect morning ending far too soon. I pour the coffee in a ceramic mug and wrap myself inside the music's hug. The trumpet plays a phrase so soft and clear, the kind of sound that fills you up with cheer. The birds outside agree with what is played and sing along before the day has swayed into the rush of everything that's due. But for right now, it's just this jazz and you. Fresh coffee, old jazz, brand new day. Let everything but music drift away. A quiet morning, all to myself. My favorite record taken off the shelf. Before the world demands its due, before the day decides what to do, before the phone and all its noise, let me have this quiet jazz's voice. One cup, one song, one perfect breath, alive between the notes beyond the stress. The morning knows what evenings always miss. That peace begins in moments just like this. The record finishes and I flip the side. The second morning jazz begins to ride through every corner of this little room and fills the kitchen with a golden bloom. Another cup, the coffee now grown cold, but jazz is warm enough to break the mold of any morning that might feel too gray. The music always finds the brighter way. Fresh coffee, old jazz, soft and slow. This is the only morning that I know. Let it play until the day begins. This is where the peaceful life begins. Tonight the city hums in sepia beneath a patient sky. I found a small republic of calm inside a narrow cobblestone alley, where porcelain and lamplight make a treaty with the rain. And every coat that passes carries stories in the grain. The waiter moves like midnight with a practiced kind of grace. A record turns in amber and puts patience in the space. Outside the windows shimmer with 1,000 softened gleams. Inside the room the piano folds the weather into dreams. Pour the evening slowly till the clocks forget to go. Stay until the last cup cools, the last tram bell is gold. Stay until the river writes the parts we never told. Stay until the lamplit glass has gentled every ache, and all the weary evening knows exactly how to break. A woman with an umbrella leaves petals in the hall. A newspaper lies sleeping by the coat rack near the wall. The saxophone is velvet, and the brushes barely speak, like footsteps on old bridges at the end of every week. I taste the dark roast quiet and the sugar of the hour. The city turns from iron into rain-reflected flour. No one needs a grand goodbye. The room already knows how evenings in old Prague become the way a memory grows. Pour the evening slowly till the clocks forget to go. Stay a little longer now, the night is tender slow. Let the coffee house keep watch where softer sorrows go. Stay until the bridge lamps blur like halos on the stream, and every pane of weather learns to carry one more dream. Should the last tram fade to silence, leave the cup half warm for memory. In one chair turn toward the rain, let the bass walk carefully between the hours we keep. Let the trumpet kiss the dark and tuck the rooftops into sleep. Stay until the room grows dim and all the chairs are kind. Stay until the rain leaves only silver in the mind. Stay until the final chord hangs quiet in the blue, and Prague, in all her evening grace, sings back a little too. Coffee steam, window rain, cobblestone and lantern flame. Old city, soft city, keep me in your frame. Tonight, tonight, tonight. Tonight.
He opens up the grill at 2 for the people who kept us safe, the nurses and the drivers and the ones who man the grace. He cracks the eggs without a word and knows the order's cold, because the 3 a.m. regulars are loyal and bold. A woman comes in every night before her shift ends right. She orders the same scrambled eggs she's ordered every night. He makes them soft the way she likes and adds a little toast, and she says, "You're the only one who does it right." Almost 3 in the morning, tastes like someone cares. The cook behind the counter who's always just there. He feeds the night shift people who keep the world alive, with eggs and coffee and the will to help them all survive. He told me that the night shift crowd are different from the day. They're quieter and more honest in a very tired way. They don't perform their hunger, they just sit and eat and breathe. And a man who cooks for that deserves a certain kind of creed. By 5 the place fills up a little more with new tired ones, fresh nurses and the morning bakers and the early runs. He wipes the counter down and says another night done right, and turns the grill up high to face the morning light. 3 in the morning tastes like someone cares. The cook behind the counter who's always just there. He feeds the night shift people who keep the world alive, with eggs and coffee and the will to help them all survive. Close the grill at 6 and let the morning cook take in. 3 in the morning was the best part of the spin. Vinyl spinning near the window, tiny crackles soft and low. Sunlight paints the dust like diamonds in a room of amber glow. Someone left the curtains open to the canal and waking trees, and the melody comes drifting with the scent of roasted beans. Vinyl spinning near the window, take me where the slow hours go, where the heart can rest its worries in the warmth of trumpet gold. Let the morning hold me gently, like a coat against the cold. Vinyl spinning near the window, turn my quiet into soul. A woman writes in blue ink silence, a man removes his hat and sighs. The waiter polishes the glasses till they shine like April skies. Every note becomes a ribbon floating through the painted room, and the old song seems to promise nothing lovely ends too soon. Vinyl spinning near the window, take me where the slow hours go, where the heart can rest its worries in the warmth of trumpet gold. Let the morning like a coat against the cold. Vinyl spinning near the window, turn my quiet into soul. Needle on the black horizon, round and round the feeling goes. Time may wear its sharper edges, but the old song always knows how to smooth the ache of yesterday, how to bless the day begun, how to make a room feel holy with coffee, jazz, and sun. Vinyl spinning near the window, keep your fragile fire alive. Every little hiss and heartbeat makes forgotten hours survive. In the cafe by the water, where the light pours soft and slow, vinyl spinning near the window, teach my restless heart to glow. Crackle, whisper, brushed refrain, a little loss, a little gain, and morning an old lion knows how music helps a spirit close.
There is a memory inside each note that wraps around the heart like a warm coat. A jazz song heard on some forgotten night, when everything seemed bathed in golden light. Couldn't tell you what the song was called, or who was playing in the crowded hall, but something in the music held me then and pulls me back to that one night again. Memories in every jazz note played, in the amber of a lifetime that has swayed between the music and the quiet between. Memories live in everything I've seen. Memories in every melody slow, in every place that only music goes. The jazz remembers what my mind has lost and plays it back at any kind of cost. A photograph sits faded on the shelf. I picked this album for my listening self, because the cover looked like that old room where we once sat inside a cozy gloom of candlelight and conversation deep, with all its beauty, all its knowing ways. Memories are made in moments like those days. Memories in every jazz note played, in the amber of a lifetime that is swayed between the music and the quiet between. Memories live in everything I've seen. You cannot hold a memory in your hands, but music builds it from the smallest strands of sound and rhythm, melody and beat, and lays it gently at your waiting feet. I've lived enough to know that what stays true is always what the music carries through. When everything else fades into the gray, the jazz remains and keeps the memory gay. Tonight I'll let the music play me back along the warm and golden memory track, to every room and every song we shared, in every year when everything felt cared for. The vintage jazz is playing on the shelf, and I am sitting here just by myself. But every note brings company along, the way a life is held inside a song. Memories in every jazz note played, they never really fade, they never fade. Midnight in Paris and the streets are still. The café glows like a lantern on a hill. I find my corner seat beside the door and order something I have had before. The accordion plays a song from long ago, a melody that only Parisians know. The cobblestones are wet with evening rain, and jazz drifts through the windows once again. Paris Café at midnight, where every song feels right, where the music fills the cool night air and takes away all care. Paris Café at midnight, under the soft gaslight, I could live inside this melody and never want to leave. A poet writes alone beside the wall. His pen moves slow, he answers music's call. A couple shares one coffee and one dream, while life outside flows softly like a stream. The waiter brings a croissant to my side, and I watch the evening open up so wide. The trumpet hums a phrase I almost know from some sweet night in Paris long ago. Paris Café at midnight, where every song feels right, where the music fills the cool night air and takes away all care. In this cafe, time has lost its pace. Every note a warm embrace, every song a memory of all the life we used to be. Let the accordion sigh, let the trumpet reach the sky, let the piano find its way through the golden Paris day. The clock strikes 2 and still nobody leaves. The music's too important to believe that anything outside these walls exists. When jazz like this hangs heavy in the mist, I fold my coat and settle in my chair and breathe the music floating through the air. Midnight in Paris, and the songs play on until the final note is gone and gone. Paris Café at midnight, just the music and the lights. Paris Café at midnight, everything is right. A book lies open on my lap today. The words float slow like dust in amber rays. Outside the window, rain is coming down, softly washing all the colors of the town. The cafe fills with piano, bass, and drum, a gentle rhythm for the afternoon to hum. My coffee steams beside my elbow there, and jazz is floating softly through the air. Reading by the window in the rain, jazz playing low to ease the gentle pain of all the days that passed without a song. A rainy afternoon is where I belong. Reading by the window, page by page, jazz carrying me through every age. The music and the words become the same, a quiet life with no one else to blame. The chapters turn like seasons in the year, and every story holds a heart sincere. The jazz trio plays something long and slow, the way the river moves when currents flow. A child runs past beneath the red umbrella, the waiter hums a mind decides to stay a little more, and pages turn as they were meant before. Reading by the window in the rain, jazz playing low to ease the gentle pain of all the days that passed without a song. A rainy afternoon is where I belong. Between the lines of every book I read, there lives a song that gives the heart what it needs. And between the notes the jazz trio plays, there lives a story of 1,000 days. So let the rain fall, let the pages turn, let the piano play as long as candles burn. I have all the time the afternoon will give, and music is the only way to live. The book ends softly like a jazz refrain, and I look up to find it's still raining. The cafe's warm and everything feels right between the music and the fading light. I order one more cup and start anew. Another story and another tune. The window shows a blurry, washed out street, and here inside this life is so complete. Reading by the window in the rain, jazz playing low again and again. Let the afternoon just drift away. This is where I'll always choose to stay.
Rain on the panes, lights on the canal, coffee in the dusk. There is blue on the canal and golden doors, a perfect half of sorrow, half of peace. At the window hangs the shimmer of the storm, yet in this room the world is all release. Old film colors soften every face, brown cafe walls hold shadows tenderly, and from the speakers comes a velvet tune that sounds like rain, remembering the sea. And the room grows warmer as the shadows fall, like the city saved a little peace for us all. Pour the night in a coffee cup, let the old jazz fill it up. Amsterdam in the rain-washed gleam. You are memory, you are dream, you are every lantern on the waterline, every note that says the evening will be fine. Past the trams and bridges, past the glowing signs, the quiet narrow houses lean and wait, as though they know that some hearts travel far, only to find stillness by a rainy gate. Here a smile is small but honest as the light. Here the tables know the names of tired hands, and every chord descends like evening fog across the oldest and the kindest land. Pour the night in a coffee cup, let the old jazz fill it up. Amsterdam in the rain-washed gleam. You are memory, you are dream, you are every lantern on the waterline, every note that says the evening will be fine.
again. Says the evening will be fine. Keep the song beneath the windows glow. Keep this room where quiet people go. Keep Amsterdam alive in dusk and steam. A vintage frame around a softer dream. Postcards and porcelain scattered on the table. Moments we were almost brave. Moments we were able. Handwriting in faded blue, promises that once felt true. Coffee rings like little moons underneath the April tunes. Postcards and porcelain keep the morning lingering. Let the memories rise like steam through the edge of every dream. In the hush of cups and rain, life feels tender once again. Postcards and porcelain make the lost feel close again. There's nice in Rome and Marseille there, and one from somewhere with sea air. But Lyon holds me in its grace, with canal light across your face. A cracked white cup, a silver spoon, a lazy and forgiving noon, and old cafe songs drifting by beneath a pale forgiving sky. Postcards and porcelain keep the morning lingering. Let the memories rise like steam through the edge of every dream. In the hush of cups and rain, life feels tender once again. Postcards and porcelain make the lost feel close again. We never really own our days. We keep them in these smaller ways, and paper worn and china thin, in songs the record presses in. The world forgets, the world moves on, but here the little things every faded card can bring a whole forgotten spring. Postcards and porcelain hold the softly broken things. Let the window fill with gold. Let the little stories unfold in the tender clink and shine. I can taste another time. Postcards and porcelain make the heart begin again. Just a card, a cup, a chair, and suddenly the past is there. Not as sorrow, not as pain, but as spring returned again. A quiet bell from the riverside, a lace curtained room with the door half wide, porcelain light in the afternoon, and a sleepy cafe begins to bloom. This late 1950s lounge jazz, chairs remember coats and names, silver spoons and little flames of sunlight trembling on the rim of every cup filled to the brim. The waiter folds the paper thin, the room lets mellow voices in. And outside on the cobbled lane, a tram goes by like gentle rain. Old facades in cream and stone hold 1,000 hours of their own, and every passing hat and glove moves as though the air were love. No one has to hurry here. Time arrives and disappears, slow as cream and coffee swirled, soft as dust upon the world. This dreamy April afternoon turns every shadow into tune in the golden arrogant cafe, where hearts grow quiet and want to stay. Let the roses keep their place, let the light rest on each face by the canal where hours sway. I could live inside this day. A bicycle waits near the wall, patient in the amber fall of sunlight slipping through the trees with old cathedral dignity. Somewhere far a record plays with velvet edges, smoky grace, and the windows catch the gleam of a city dozing in a dream. I stir the sugar just once through, watch it vanish out of view, like all the worries I had brought into this room and then forgot. In the hush between the cups, all the noise of life gives up, and the smallest things appear clear as if they're meant to hear. This dreamy April afternoon turns every shadow into tune in light rest on each face by the canal where hours sway. I could live inside this day. Maybe joy is only this: the porcelain lip, the rose's kiss, a fragrance near a folded sleeve, a reason not to rise and leave. Maybe grace is afternoon, not too early, never noon, just the kindly hour that knows how a tired heart unwinds and glows. If tomorrow asks too much, I will answer with this touch of canal light, cafe air, and the peace still waiting there. So I gather every sign, the marble counter's patient shine, the lazy sacks beyond the door, the heel clicks on the wooden floor, the mirror with its softened gold, the stories nobody has told, the drifting steam, the linen white, the tender middle of the light. If evening comes, it may come slow, with one last gleam on cups below. But for now the room is kind, and leaves the restless world behind. This dreamy April afternoon turns every shadow into tune in the golden arrogant cafe, where hearts grow quiet and want to stay. Let the roses keep their place, let the light rest on each face by the canal where hours sway. I could live inside this day. Stay a little afternoon, do not hand the day too soon. Keep the canal in rose and gold, keep the coffee warm to hold in the golden era, Ghent Cafe, where April learns to dream and stay. Leave one song upon the air, so I can find this feeling there.
Out at the old Carlsberg Brewery, where the copper vats still shine, and the smell of malt and hops is soaked into the limestone fine. The workers in the evening have their beer beside the wall, and somebody plays harmonica down the long and echoing hall. But in the cafe near the gateway, where the elephant stands proud, a jazz quartet is playing to a small and grateful crowd. And the beer tonight is darker than a winter afternoon, and the blues inside the brewery plays a slow and mournful tune. The old brewery blues, Copenhagen Porter dark, the amber and the bitter and the music in the park. Pour me something honest and let the evening do its work. The old brewery blues, the best things never shirk. J.C. Jacobson built his brewery on a hill outside the town. because he said that quality was more than reputation's crown. And the Pilsner that he perfected in the 1840 year changed the way the world was drinking its relationship with beer. But the blues arrived from somewhere else entirely and much older, from the Mississippi Delta, where the cotton waved the shoulder. And somehow here in Copenhagen, in a Danish winter night, the two traditions find each other, and they feel exactly right. The old brewery blues, Copenhagen Porter Dark, the amber and the bitter, and the music in the park. Pour me something honest and let the evening do its work. The old brewery blues, the best things never shirk. Carlsberg Brewery, out at the old Carlsberg Brewery, out at the old Carlsberg Brewery, where the copper vats still shine, and the smell of malt and hops is soaked into the limestone fine. The workers in the evening have their beer beside the wall, and somebody plays harmonica down the long and echoing hall. But in the cafe near the gateway, where the elephant stands proud, a jazz quartet is playing to a small and grateful crowd. And the beer tonight is darker than a winter afternoon, and the blues inside the brewery plays a slow and mournful tune. The old brewery blues, Copenhagen Porter Dark, the amber and the bitter, and the music in the park. Pour me something honest and let the evening do its work. The old brewery blues, the best things never shirk. J.C. Jacobson built his brewery on a hill outside the town, because he said that quality was more than reputation's crown. And the Pilsner that he perfected in the 1840 year changed the way the world was drinking its relationship with beer. But the blues arrive from somewhere else, entirely and much older. From the Mississippi Delta, where the cotton weighed the shoulder. And somehow here in Copenhagen, in a Danish winter night, the two traditions find each other, and they feel exactly right. The old brewery blues, Copenhagen, ported dark.
Golden spoon serenade, dancing in my coffee cup. Morning wears a velvet ribbon as the sleepy town wakes up. A little clink, a little shimmer, a little laugh behind the bar, and suddenly the day feels closer than the lonely nights once are. Golden spoon serenade, play your tiny tune for me in this old canal-side cafe where the heart learns how to be. Not in sorrow, not in haste, but in cream and sugared grace. Golden spoon serenade, put a smile upon my face. You can keep your grand cathedrals and your palaces of stone. I would rather have this corner where I never feel alone. One white rose in narrow glass, one silk scarf on a chair, one old song with brass and brushes and kind sunlight everywhere. Golden spoon serenade, play your tiny tune for me in this old canal-side cafe where the heart learns how to be. Not in sorrow, not in haste, but in cream and sugared grace. Golden spoon serenade, put a smile upon my face. There is music in small things, in the way the kettle sings, in a bicycle rolling past, in a moment made to last, in the steam and in the shine, in the church bells striking 9. What a lovely way to start, with a spoon and an open heart. Golden spoon serenade, stay until the morning's through, till the canal turns full of glitter and the sky becomes more blue. In a life that runs too fast, you remind me softness lasts. Golden spoon serenade, you make simple pleasures vast. A clink of light, a silver trace, a little song in a little place, and all the world seems newly made by a golden spoon serenade.
Snow is on the window frame tonight. The fire crackles in its amber light. I've wrapped a blanket around my reading chair. Jazz fills the cold December air. The trumpet sounds like steam from somewhere